Na, 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 na. Hello boys and girls, Miss Night Terror here. Do you fancy doing some nursery rhymes? Because I do.
Yay.
But, no, one minute. No, I can't. I can't do it, no. They're not like what they used to be. Look, when we were kids, they were innocent, weren't they? They're not like that now. They are very dark. They're very mysterious. Do you want to know more?
No.
Well, boys and girls, please sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. When will you pay me, say the bells of Old Bailey. When I grow rich, say the bells of Shoreditch. When will that be, say the bells of Stepney. I do not know, say the great bells of Bow. Here comes a candle to light you to bed, and here comes a chopper to chop off your head. Chip chop, the last one is dead. The second part of this rhyme is a clue to the purpose of the first part. The poor fellow ends up dead. The bells belong to a famous churches in London. It is possible that these were the churches a condemned man would pass on his way to his execution. St. Clement's the first church is likely that the Eastcheap docks saw the unloading of cargo from the Mediterranean, often including oranges and lemons, but not only fruit was unloaded at Eastcheap. It was also the dock at which condemned men would disembark to begin their final journey. Half a pound of twopenny rice, half a pound of treacle. That's the way the money goes. Pop goes the weasel, up and down the city road, in and out of Eagle. That's the way the money goes. Pop goes the weasel. Every night when I go out, the monkey's on the table. Take a stick and knock it out. Pop goes the weasel. A penny for a ball of thread, another for a needle. That's the way the money goes. Pop goes the weasel. Pop goes the weasel seems at first glance to be a nonsense rhyme, one without any purpose behind it at all. But really it's an account of poverty, pawnbroking, minimum wage, and a serious night out on the town. The weasel in the rhyme is a winter coat, which has to be pawned or popped in exchange for various things. The first verse describes the cheapest food available. The narrator of the poem has no money, so pop goes the weasel. The second verse describes a night out at the music hall called the Eagle Tavern, which was located on the city road. But music halls and drinks cost money. Pop goes the weasel. The third verse is a bit more obscure than the first two. A monkey is slang for a tankard, while knocking off a stick was slang for drinking. The last verse probably refers to the narrator's day job. So this little nonsensical ditty is actually about struggling to make ends meet. It's still an upbeat tune, letting the reader see that a night on the town is well worth the week of terrible food, wages, and generally living conditions. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub, and how do you think they got there? The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. It was enough to make a man stare. At first it's a bit homoerotic. Then we read the original, or at least the oldest known version. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 maids in a tub. And how do you think they got there? The butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker, and all of them gone to the fair. Well, it sounds like a peep show might be in town. Peep shows were a popular form of entertainment in the 14th century, and it appears that our friends have gone to catch a glimpse of the maids in the tub. Rub-a-dub-dub. Ba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full. 1 for the master, 1 for the dame, and 1 for the little boy who lives down the lane. And the original ending. And none for the little boy who cries down the lane. The song is definitely not about black sheep, or even little boys. It's about taxes. Back in the 1300, King Edward I realised that he could make some decent cash by taxing the sheep farmers. As a result of the new taxes, 1/3 of the price of a sack of wool went to the king, 1/3 to the church, and the last third to the farmer. Nothing was left for the shepherd's boy crying down the lane. As it happens, black sheep are also bad luck. The fleece can't be dyed, and so it's worth less to the sheep farmer. Ba, black sheep is a tale of misery. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Humpty Dumpty wasn't a real person, nor was he an odd, fragile, egg-shaped thing. It turns out that Humpty Dumpty was a cannon owned by the supporters of King Charles I. Humpty Dumpty was used to gain control over the city of Colchester during the English Civil War. Once in Colchester, the cannon sat on Church Tower until a barrage of cannonballs destroyed the tower and sent Humpty Dumpty into the marshland below. Although retrieved, the cannon was beyond repair. Humpty, the cannon, was a feared, effective weapon, as the full rhyme demonstrates. In 1648, when England suffered pains of state, the Roundheads laid siege to Colchester town, where the king's men still fought for the crown. There one-eyed Thompson stood on the wall, a gunner with the deadliest aim of all. From St. Mary's Tower the cannon he fired. Humpty Dumpty was his name. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. And all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. And you thought it was all about an egg. A 19th century illustration in Lewis Carroll's Through the Looking Glass created this myth. When Alice talks to Humpty Dumpty on the wall, the illustrator, apparently at a whim, made him egg-shaped. Given the popularity of the book, a generation of kids grew up thinking that Humpty Dumpty was a nonsense rhyme about an egg rather than a fearsome killing machine. Hi guys, Miss Nights over here, and I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you really enjoyed this video tonight. If you did, then please smash that like button. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe, and will you please share the hell out of this video. It means so much to me. Thank you, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.